All right, this is Kelsey here from Team FTS. We gonna do Aaron's Blackwing deck profile,
Indeed.
and tell him a little something about the deck before you get going with it.
Alright, so I'm basically doing this profile this late in the format. Sorry guys, I know it's been 2 months since March was released, whatever. But I told VayaEnthusiast, I met her in Miami, if y'all can see.
Yeah, she sounded like all his Blackwing cards.
We were talking for a while 'cause she was bored, I was bored, so I was like, hey, let me go talk to somebody who's famous. And she basically signed all my shit, and we had a huge conversation about a whole bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh topics and random movies and shit. But I told her I'd give her a shout out and all that good stuff for signing my stuff. Thank you, Miss VayaEnthusiast, Nicole, if y'all don't know her real name. And she actually told me the story of why she's called Nips, and that's really funny to me. But this is not her deck. This is my deck, and she just signed it. So I don't know if the title's confusing to y'all. We haven't made the title yet, so anyway. It's based off Vayu to Grave with Greffer and all that, and I'm going to explain. So, triple Vayu, it's really important to do. Try to get to the Grave as early as possible so you can do your Vayu plays, because it's special summons from the extra deck. Greffer, I run 2 of them for a very good reason. 3 is way too much because it'll get cloggy and it's dead as fuck late game. And then 1, I promise you'll have bad luck and somebody will bottom the shit out of it. But it's good because you can discard your high level darks to special summon it, so you don't waste your normal summon. And then also, once per turn, you can discard a dark to Foolish Burial a dark. So you can literally, let's just say you did normal summon it, you can discard a Vayu to send another Vayu. So now you have 2 Vayus in grave for whenever you get something in the grave. So that's why this card is so live. Literally, with this card, you can go first turn dad if you special summon it. So it's pretty nuts. Double Sirocco for the Greffer, and also it's good. You plus roll hard with Black Whirlwind. It's good with Bora, boost attack, all that good stuff. She's on this. But anyway, you run 2 because 3 is too much. Because usually you have a monster on field, honestly. So you won't be able to normal summon this out. But then I like Elfin a lot more because like I said, I always have a monster on the field, which is usually a Blackwing because of the Vayu. And so you can just literally, as a top deck, you can just top deck it. What? I know. I fuck this. I don't care. You can just top deck this and be like, oh, look, I have a Vayu engrave. I'm going to do a Vayu play, have an Armed Wing. Then I'm going to normal summon this, change battle position, then you can overlay or sync or send this to grave some way or do some. This is really always live. If you're playing the deck, in my opinion, the correct way to where you're not getting your ass whooped, then this is always live. The way I play, this is always live. Then you play the normal Blackwing stuff, which is literally just the 3 shards. It's your Guaiba, your Fire Dog, it's your get Vayu out of the deck as quick as possible. You can go Catastrophe with this card because it negates the effect of whatever you bring out. So it's a good ass card, and it works really well with the Kalutes. Triple Bora. I run Triple Bora because I like Keyzon, and that's what this is. You literally just have a Blackwing on field, which you always have a Blackwing. If you're playing the way I play, I always have a Blackwing on the field, so this is just literally I special that I normal summon something else, or you can just normal summon this, special summon this, and then there you go. That's a rank 4 play to get rid of something you need to get rid of, like an Ophion or something. I don't know. Ophion's a thing that people are worried about these days, so I use Ophion in a lot of my examples. 1 Gale because you can only run 1 Gale. If you can run 2, you run 2. If you can run 3, you run 3 because this is the best tuner. It's nuts. It special summons itself and it halves the attack. That's way too good. And it's level 3, so possibilities are endless. Triple Kalute. At first, I didn't run Triple Kalute because I thought it'd be like dead as fuck, but it's not. Let me try to find this spell card real quick. Before it was at Triple Kalute, I ran Dark Eruption. She ended up signing this too because I played it, and we had a big conversation about it, and she ended up agreeing with me why this would be so good. Because at 2 Kalute, this card would recycle these 3 cards. So you could literally, it's like you're running 2 Gales or 3 Kalutes, depending on the situation. So that's why this card was really good in the deck, and it's just keeps stuff going, keeps the engine going, and stuff like that. Now this is at 3, it's not as needed. I mean, it kind of sucks you don't have 2 Gales anymore, but this is just nuts. You'll always have 1 in hand, and it keeps yourself alive, and it goes really well with Shura. So 3 Kalutes really does help. Like, people thought it wouldn't help that much. No, this card's nuts as fuck. Then I play Double Trag. This is literally there to stop OTKs.
Pikachu.
Yeah, I like this one more. That's why it's on top. I like Trag because it opens up the extra deck, and it stops OTKs. Trag is just all around a fucking really good card. So, I mean, it changes level and does all that great stuff where you can take stuff. I mean, Trag's fucking amazing. Then Dad, she's on this one because I was trying to make a super Blackwing deck, but then I ended up not getting my Whirlwind and all that stuff, so I just said, fuck, it's not what I have, and she said, cool. But Dad is really fucking good, and it's really live in this deck. At any point of the game, you could possibly get a Dad off because the Vayu banishes stuff from grave, so it keeps a low level of darks in your grave at all times. That's it for the monsters. I don't run any of the light sworns, so it's not like a Vayu Turbo or whatever. I don't run Veilers because I just don't run Veilers. I don't have room for it, and also I run traps that kind of substitute for Veilers. But let me know what y'all think about the monster lineup. To the spells, double duality. Any old deck needs help with consistency and help, basically. And Pot Duality is just a good ass card to do that because it sets you up. You get a free card out of it. So Pot Duality is really good. Obviously, that's why it was $100 at one point. But I run 2 of them just to keep the consistency. Double MST. I do not run 3 MSTs because of the upcoming format with E-Dragons. Honestly, the only decks that people running that has like a lot of back rows that you need to run MST for is Fire Fist and Evil Swarms. And there's the rogue decks.
And Rabbit.
I mean, but people who ran Rabbit are running Evil Swarms now. That's why Rabbit and Evil Swarms just go together. So you side another MST and like Night Beams and stuff, but if you have 3, it's dead as fuck if you play a Chaos deck and like E-Dragons or Prophecies and stuff like that. So I just said, fuck it, I'm just going to keep 2. 2's a safe number in my opinion, and that is how I feel about MST at this point, May 9th. Yesterday was my birthday. Anyway, at this point in Yu-Gi-Oh! Double Lance, because Bottomless is a bitch, and also, even if you're playing a Chaos deck, they summon BLS and try to run over your Armor Master, you can damage up Lance their monster and they can't do shit about it. So, good card. It's very versatile. So is Book of Moon. Book of Moon is one of my little outs to anything people play these days. I love Book of Moon with a passion. Kelsey doesn't like Book of Moon, but I will argue with this nigga forever how good Book of Moon is. At any point... No, it is not. It's limited for a reason, because it's really fucking good. It can literally end the turn at the right point. So they go Bear. Wait, what?
Scapegoat better.
You're fucking crazy. They go Bear. They pay their cost, you Book of Moon that shit. It goes face down. They just lost a Tenki or whatever for no reason. They wanna...
How much better Scapegoat would be than that in that deck?
No, this is good. This is defensive. This is good. Okay. This helps shit on other people. Prophecies, they have to have a face-up spellcaster to do any of their shit. Just book that shit, you know what I'm saying? It's good. It's a good-ass card.
They're gonna put Wisdom down, though.
Dark Hole, Monster Born, Heavy Storm. I don't like Heavy Storm. I just hate Heavy Storm, but you have to use it because in case you're playing some crazy-ass deck with a lot of traps. I don't know, but these are staples, so I run them. Stable in this deck, just pluses. If you can run 2, you'd run 2, and it would make the deck so much better. So, talk to these niggas at Konami, say, hey, I want 2 Black Whirlwind, and they won't give a fuck, but... Fool's Burial, Lord of Darkness, staples, because you run so many darks, it just gives you draws to get through your deck faster.
And you pick Gale to 3.
What? Fuck that, dude, that'd be way too good. I wouldn't even want that. Fool's Burial, send your Vayu, your Elfin, your Sirakos to grave, or late game, you can send your Grapha if they're dead. Or if you've already set up already. So it's not really a dead card, just... helps in the deck and sets up too. That's for the spells. Spells I don't run anymore would be Burial and Mind Control. This is just a win more card, and I'll show you more whenever I get to the extra deck. Mind Control is really fucking good. It's just I can't always sync with it because my only tuner I can actually sync with consistently is Gale, because I don't run Blizzard anymore because there's no really any good 6s or good level 6 generic synchro 6s. So I just like fuck that. I took Blizzard out and made more room for something better, which I did. So I cut this because the only thing I can really sync with is Gale unless I bring out a Vayu Ashura, which is just way too inconsistent. I don't like inconsistency, so I took it out. This card I really want to run, but I'll explain why I don't when I get to it. So yeah, to the traps. Double Icarus attack. 3 is too much in my opinion because I just don't want to tribute my my Winged Beast that much unless they're going to be destroyed anyway. Okay. But anyway, so 2's good. 1's not enough just because you need to get rid of that shit. And I mean, I don't know, the second effect of this card is it can get Starlight Roaded, and that shit happens a lot to me, and I hate that shit, but anyway. I run 2. Double Phoenix Chain, this is good, a really good card at this point in Yu-Gi-Oh! Why? Because every deck, this could shit on every deck. So, Prophecies, they rely on their little Spellbook of Magician. If they don't have Spellbook of Secrets, they rely on Spellbook of Magician, or Magician of Prophecy. So they summon that thing with a little 500 attack, and you're just like Phoenix Chain. They're just looking like dumbasses with this little 500 thing that's going to get beat the fuck over. You know what I'm saying? So that shit's on that. Bear, they pay their cost. Fuck you. Negate that effect, you feel me? Like, it's just good ass card right now. Like, they go Dragosack or Big Eye or Mermail or anything like that. You just, I mean, this card's really fucking good right now. And so is Compulse. Compulse is good against any extra deck card. Every deck is reliant on extra deck basically right now except for Prophecy and Fire Fist. And this still shits on Bear. Like, they pay their cost, bear it. Bounce that shit to hand. I'll deal with it next turn if I don't OTK you. Or Prophecies, they only have 1 monster on the field, and it's a spellcaster that they need to have a spellcaster on the field to use all their shit. Bounce that shit. Fucking Mermels, they go Gaios, they go Big Eye, they go Dragosack before they desets for Dragosack and get those fucking tokens that are annoying. Bounce that shit. Big Eye, no you can't have my shit. Big Eye, fuck you. Compulse is really good. If I could run 3, I'd run it because Compulse is very versatile. And it also helps you push your game. So like if you're playing game 2 and you're scared of I don't know, face down Packy, then fucking Compulse that shit. Warning and Judgment, just staples. I don't run Starlight Road because I'm really not worried about destruction because I have so much recovery with the Vayu. Alright. Extra deck, 5s. In case I go Shura into Vayu and I need to just get them off the field or whatever, I can go Catastrophe because Catastrophe is really fucking good. And Librarian is good because sometimes I do sync. It's just not as much, but it's still just there. 6, I only run 1 6 because I don't want to sync with my Gale and my Kalute because I want to keep Kalute and Gale in my hand if I can to save until I need them. So I do this with Vayu. This is my arm doing. 7, Black Rose in case you get your ass whooped, but hopefully you're not getting your ass whooped because you're playing the deck right. Double Armor Master. The reason why I cut this is because I had to cut an Armor Master because I didn't have room. If I ran this, then the play would be I go Banish Vayu, Banish Elfin to special summon this. Then I use Barrel to put them back in the grave. Then I use the same 2 cards to special summon another one. Now I don't have any more Armor Masters just because of this card, and I can't sync for Armor Master in the game. I can only get these 2, and then late game I can't even go for another Armor Master with Vayu when it's very possible to because you still have 2 other Vayus and another Elfin in your grave or in your deck to get rid of. So that's why I cut this because it just kills my extra deck too much. But it's a really good card. I love this at 3 with the Barrel because it's nuts and it goes for Big Eye plays more often. But like I said, basically Trag picks up the slack from that point of end. But anyway, 2 is good if you don't run this card. What are you doing? Okay. Alright. Silverwind, you do not sync for because it's just way too much of a neg on you. But it's just there because of the value. Alright, Exceeds. I don't want to overlay for 3s unless I have a Trag, basically, because I don't want to waste a Kalute and a Gale. That's just how I feel. I don't want to waste them shits because Kalute's way too good in hand, and then Gale's way too good to... but Leviair is good because of the Alert Darkness and the Vayu aspect and all that good stuff, and then Zenmain is a good stall card. And it hurts Fire Fist a lot. Like, Fire Fist worry about this shit. If you can control their Tiger King, they get shit on because Bear can't run this shit over. So, shit's good. 4 is because of the Bora and the Shura and all that stuff. Just get rid of big stuff. You can Book a Moon it, run it over. Bang bang with this nigga. Anything 3,000 or less this card can get rid of, and it can do a little burn damage. And then Black Ship's good against anything weak, or you can Landstar Monster and make it weak and then Black Ship it. 6 is because I run Trags and the Elfins and the Armed Wing. I just really like this card. It's really pretty and it's Compulse, which is nuts as fuck. And that's why I like him 7. I mean, it's not a necessity. It's just a good level 6. It's 2,700. Bouncer's all around good ass card. So, and it's 27 too. So it's a little beater, but I don't know. It's good. Why not run Big Eye if you can run Big Eye? Big Eye is so fucking good.
Yep.
Yeah, but when Dragosack comes out, I'm probably gonna end up adding another Armor Master in place of the M7 because it's not needed. It's just I like it too much, so that's why I put it in there. So I'm gonna put this in the deck somehow and then add a Dragosack. So I'll have Dragosack and Big Eye with just a Bouncer as my rank 6. But all these cards are really easy to go to because you run the Trag, and Trag can constantly change this level because Vayu always has like Synchros in your grave and all that good stuff. So yeah, sorry I have like a cold or something, but
So
that's it. Thank you again, Miss Nicole, VayaEnthusiast, Chica, for signing my stuff. Let me know what y'all think about the deck though. It's pretty consistent. I mean, it's fun as fuck. It's just a fun ass deck. And I made it competitive with just with my spells and trap lineup. That's all you had to do really, because the monsters are strong enough on their own. But yeah, so that's it. Like, comment, subscribe, check out other stuff, and we'll see y'all later.
that's Aaron. And it's Kelsey. FTS out, bitches.